I don't know what's going on. And she was in the thing, and it said she was violated, and she's been fine. Nobody's been violated in the box all day. I don't get violations on my page ever, so that was very odd. Hold on, who is it? Okay, hold on, somebody. So that's why I was like, Ronnie, did you report her? Because as soon as you came in, I got that big violation on my page. I realized how many people now don't like her. It ain't just me. Ronnie, I don't know. I mean, how do they not like her? That's why I was asking you to get a box, because I don't know what she's done to you to make you feel like you don't like her. Can you just get in the box really quickly and just answer the question? Because I'm not understanding. You've done nothing to her? Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. I don't know how to turn the chat off. Can somebody turn the chat off so Ronnie can talk, please?
First off, my sister brought my personal life to this app. I did not. So I do not feel that I need to air my personal business with Nichole, especially because the person that I don't like her over is no longer here to defend himself in this situation. There is no reason that my cousin needs to be brought up on this app. There's no reason she needs to be speaking his name on this app.
Can somebody turn my comments off, please?
Turn them off.
If she didn't have a problem, she wants to be on here like she don't have a problem with me. But if she didn't have a problem with me, I wouldn't be blocked on every social media for years, yet she wants to continue to run her mouth to our mutual friends about me. This is not something that just transpired because she called my sister out. I commend her for calling my sister out. If I would have pulled up to my parents' house and my sister was outside acting the way that she did, I'd have called her out too. I have no problem that she called my sister out. When she then jumped on live, like, yeah, that was me, and I'm doing this, and then she's following my sister around and taking videos of her, stalking her, that's weirdo behavior. It's weirdo behavior. Does something need to be done about my sister? Yeah, that's why we've been trying to do something about my sister for years. You guys have been dealing with this for what, a year or two on this app? We've been dealing with this for 20 years. Nikki has not talked to anybody in my immediate family since before my cousin passed away, which will be 13 years this year. So what does she think she even knows about my family? Nothing. So what is she on here even talking about? Nothing. Except she wants the clout. She wants the gifts. She wants the attention. She hopped on her burner to out herself that it was her who called out my sister. And if you looked at all the videos previous to her getting on there, it was all about growing her account. So because her other one got live banned. And then automatically we jump on the Lisa train. Come on now. And I'm not the only one who's seen it. I'm just the one who called her out first. And I'm the one who got ripped apart for it. And now everybody else is coming around to the fact that, wow, maybe Ronnie knows what she was talking about. Because she got a lot more money in that live than $50 that she donated to Shadow. We can only see what she made in her live. When her live got discontinued and she hopped into somebody else's live, she continued to get gifts. Where's that money? But she ain't making money off my sister, right? I'm over it.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying I
will have a private conversation with Nichole about why I do not like her. But seeing as my cousin's not here to defend himself, I will not do it publicly.
That's respectable. That is very respectable.
And my video that I made about Nichole had nothing to do with calling her out about calling out my sister. I didn't have a problem with that. I'm sorry if somebody was screaming in my neighborhood like that, I probably would have said something to them too. I don't have a problem with her calling out my sister. I think more people need to call out my sister. I wish everybody would call out my sister. I wish my sister would just go get some help and all of this could just be over with. But we don't always get what we want.
Correct. And that's how I got involved, because I gave your sister some money on another app, and people were telling me to come to this app to see who she was and what she was about. I didn't know. I gave your sister money because she was on Instagram crying about the dog's nails cut. And as a dog, I was like, okay. Because I thought when I gave her the money, that meant that she was going to take it, get the dog's nails clipped, and get offline. If that makes sense.
It does make sense, and honestly, I wish that's the way things would go. But if my sister is speaking, she's lying. And I do not condone anything that my sister does. I do not support anything that my sister does. And I've actually went no contact with my sister. She knows that she can call me if she wants to go to rehab. But other than that, I have zero hope for her.
Right. And I'm happy I met you. I've never met you, but me and Edie, we've spoken with Jess numerous times. We had one night where Jess showed us all the beautiful things she made for her wedding. And I was like, girl, I didn't know you were talented. Because
she's very talented.
Yeah, we were trying to change the subject because we don't just focus on your sister. We try to have fun on this app. You know what I mean? We work all day. We work all week. We want to do other stuff. We want to laugh. We want to giggle. We want to battle. We want to read books. We want to do something else besides always talk. But and Eddie will say she's not talking about it. The very moment she says she doesn't talk about it, you know what people do? They bum rush her chat about your sister. And it's like, oh my God, can we change the subject? Why does everyone want to focus on this right now?
And I've said, I don't know how many times, leave the family alone. They're not the ones that, they can, she's 39 years old. She has an addiction. Just because their sister has an addiction doesn't mean they don't have a personal life and have downtime and everything else. Just like Ronnie, this is Fight for Life. I don't know if you met her, but this is Gina, Kimberly Reyes' sister.
Hi, Ronnie. I'm sorry that we're in this situation. How are you?
I'm beyond over it, honestly. But
I am too. I don't blame you.
I don't even get to have fun on this app anymore because I'm constantly being told how much of a terrible person that I am. You should see some of the messages that I get. People have wished things upon my child because of who my sister is.
And that's unacceptable. And just like when Jess came in there, she was in there. We were in there for 4 hours. I didn't know that Jess she can't go on Craigslist or whatever. We were rolling when she was telling that story. We were laughing. And
I can't do anything. I've got people. My last name is not anywhere attached to my book of faces. Okay. And people have found that and have started messaging me on there.
And it's not fair. Jess was telling us about how they called her work asking if they send her money, will she give it to your sister? I don't understand why all these people are holding y'all accountable for someone who's 39 years old that doesn't take accountability for herself.
Especially with the laws in Pennsylvania. If it was as easy for us as to take 2 family members and sign a piece of paper and get her committed, me and Jesse would have did that 2 years ago. This problem would be over with and we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Exactly. And
our hands are tied because we live in a commonwealth and people don't understand that. A commonwealth has different laws and they're not helpful.
Exactly. And, I don't know if you, I don't know if you remember, but I saw you and Jess in a live and y'all made me start crying. And it reminded me of my sister who passed away in 2012. And I was like, if I'm going to do anything about this, I'm dedicating this to the sisters because they I mean, I see how they treat y'all and stuff, and I'm totally against that. If I ever am in anywhere that anybody says anything disrespectful to y'all or to Gina and everybody else, man, I'm gonna lose. That's when I would lose my temper, because you guys need to have personal downtime. If you want to have some personal downtime, you're more than welcome to come on my live. If you want to have some laughs, if you want to battle, if you want to tell us, what you like to do or whatever, because I can guarantee you, they're not going to come in here and act a fool with you. They're not going to do it. I'm not going to allow it. I don't allow it when Jess is in there, and I don't allow it when Gina's in there.
Lately, I've been thinking that I should just completely deactivate this profile, make a new one, and just start over.
I mean, but do what's best for you. But like I said, I didn't understand the drama. I try to be nice, neutral to everyone. But I will, if you say something to me out of the way, I will say something back. But for the most part, Eddie's my best friend. Chrissy's my best friend on this app. So these are people that know me off of the app.
Right.
And sometimes it's like, it gets overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like earlier, somebody told me that I need to go eat some watermelon and go pick cotton.
That's wild.
Exactly.
Like the things people feel comfortable saying on the internet, they would never even think about saying to your face.
Exactly.
Like, it's wild.
Exactly.
See, me, I'm the type of person that I'm going to say it. I'd rather say it to you, but if you won't let me, I'll say it to you any way I can. So anything I say on this app, I will say to the person to their face. I don't care.
I'm the same way. And that's where I have respect for other people that are the exact same way. I mean, not exactly like me, but I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm not going to candy coat it. If people don't like me, they don't like me. That's fine.
And the thing that made me mad, sorry to interrupt you, but 2 days ago, I was blown up that Nichole was holding a live and she was talking about me. So I jumped in there and I commented because I wanted to defend myself. And she thought she was cute. Oh, hi, Ronnie, bye. And then immediately blocked me. How are you going to hold a live? Now, I'm not saying the whole live was about me, but how are you going to be talking about me? I enter the live to defend myself and you block me, so I can't, you like silenced me.
They do that to me and Eddie all the time. Let me tell you something. There are people today who have held lives about us and said some of the most egregious things you could ever think of, right? Can't go in there because guess what? They blocked us. So
I stopped in this live hoping to get to talk to her. I would not have reported her because I wanted her in here.
Yeah, no.
Somebody reported her. I don't know. I was about to tell Edie, I got this big thing on my screen that says this person has been removed due to violence, something, and then the big box.
I wanted her in here. It was not me.
That's
like I said, I don't know you. So like I stopped because I seen her. I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay, but I don't go. This is like my 5th or 6th time probably going live. The first 3 times didn't count because I was just going live so I can get my boxes. And then the other 2 times I was playing with Edie. And then now I just went live today because Nichole's thing kept going down and then we got removed. But for the most part, like I said, I don't know. I know it's frustrating for y'all. Me and Edie are not addicts. We've never been addicts. We've been learning from other people who are addicts. And it seems like it's very stressful for the family. So,
yeah, I've been doing this back and forth with Lisa for 20 years now.
Yeah, that it breaks my heart, and I'm going to be honest with you. Jess, to listen to Jess and stuff. I mean, we've had more contact with Jess, and I absolutely adore her. I haven't had. I think I saw you in the box one time. Never really had contact with you and stuff. But like B was saying, and I've said it too, y'all leave Jess alone. Do y'all know that she's an amazing artist? Do y'all even know that I've even said this about Gina. Does anybody know that Gina's a chef? Do y'all know what Gina, blah, blah, blah? Do y'all know any of this about the people? I mean, it just because a family member is going through addiction, they shouldn't have to suffer in their personal life and be hounded and everything else because of it. And I don't agree.
I have to take a step back because I'm a single mom to an almost 1-year-old. Okay. I don't have time for her TikTok drama, honestly.
I understand. Do you
Like, my baby's gonna be 1 in like 2 weeks.
anything that what's your talent or what are your talents? Because your sister was telling me about movies on Netflix. I started one. She said The Deliverance, but I couldn't really get into it because I really don't like horror movies like that. But
Yeah.
she has a book club. You know what I mean? So
I like to read.
Oh, well, then, yeah, most
That's my thing.
girl, we
I like to read.
Girls Trip.
And honestly, right now, I'm struggling with the, I don't have an identity right now. Like, I'm just a mom.
But that's the most amazing thing about you is that you are a mom.
Like, I'm not an actual person outside of being a mom. I have my child 24/7.
And
Look, I feel you, girl. I had to go through that when my son was a little younger. My son is autistic. He's 10 years old. He's actually at the Special Olympics today. So when I had him, I'm an older mom. I had him at 31. So initially, that became my identity. But as he got older, I started branching out. I ended up with 2 degrees, stuff like that. And then I'll be going to law school. So it's kind of like you grow with your child. If that makes
I'm an older mom, too. I had her at 33, almost 34.
Okay.
She'll be 1 in October, and I'll be 35 in December.
Yeah, so it's okay. And it's okay. If you don't like somebody, it's all right. But I wanted to ask you really quickly, do you feel like this app has given you more attention than any other app involving this whole situation?
This app, yeah. This app is where it all stems from. Yes.
Okay.
I agree on that one as well. It is where it all stemmed from.
And the messages that I get on a daily basis are wild, especially if it's a day where, like, she's gone live that day.
Did she block you, or are you able to say something to her? Like, girl,
My sister?
yeah.
Oh, she blocks me. I have multiple burner accounts just to, at one point, like, me and Jess have multiple burner accounts, and she blocks us to the extent that, like, in the mornings we would just wake up to check and see if she was live, just to see if she was still alive.
Do you
Like,
know
that's
how
how we
hard
would
that
know if our
is?
sister was alive that day.
Do you know how hard it is to have to live like that, to be able to wonder if your sister's, like to just open TikTok to see if she's alive? Because I go through the same exact thing with my sister.
The fact that when you wake up in the morning, one of your first thoughts is, I wonder if my sister survived the night, is crazy and very emotional thing to go through. And I've been doing it for 20 years. I'm a bit exhausted.
Ronnie, I just added our other best friend, Christy. She's a bro. So when I said Edie and Christy, that's who I meant.
Okay.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I have publicly apologized to Jess. So I didn't even know all this was going on. I don't know what's been talked about, but I've seen you jump in a few boxes that I personally am not welcome in. So but I apologized 2 weeks ago in the middle of the madness. I called your sister a wreckhead and said that the dog was the cash cow. Now, I said it. I was totally pissed off at her. As a recovering addict, I just wanted to strangle her. But I think that's the way a lot of people feel, So
I mean,
but
I acknowledge your apology, but I'm waiting to hear what you said that wasn't the truth. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, you may have said it out of anger, but it wasn't anything that wasn't truthful.
Right, but Christy
Thank
said
you.
it.
Oh my God. Hold on, B. Oh my God, y'all.
What?
But if ain't nobody got this on recording, the only 2 people I need to apologize for, I can't apologize to Lisa because she is not sober. But I can apologize to her family, the only family that I can reach out to you. And guess what? They both have agreed with me. Now this went on as a big madness. Okay, like a bit. I was wrong. Because I'm a recovering addict. I was wrong for calling her that. This, that, and the other. And
So just because
it
you're a
blew
recovering addict, you
everything
can't
up.
speak the truth? I thought that's what they preach
The hell, I
in
don't know.
recovery.
But this is a
But
thing,
nobody
Christy
nobody
said it.
spoke up.
But this is
I said it.
Christy said it. But guess who they attacked for saying it? Me.
Probably the wrong person. Like
Me.
always.
They attacked me, and I wasn't even the one who said it. And I was trying to tell them, if you got a problem with what she said, at her.
Right.
I didn't do that. They came after me, and I'm like, the Christy comment is right there.
Well, that's like Lisa. When she says something, people come at me for it. And like people
Right.
pick and choose what they want to believe that Lisa says, right? Nobody believes anything that Lisa says, but everybody believes it when they say that me and the rest of our family's in on the scam with her. We can believe Lisa when she says that, but we don't believe anything else Lisa says, right?
Oh
Why
yeah.
do they do that to us? Like,
It's
why do
weird.
they do that to us? Because my
It's
sister
weird.
does the same exact thing.
Weird.
I'm in on this scam. It's my fault too. Like, why
Well-
are we being blamed for their actions?
And I see this. I see this a lot. People will say, like they'll come into the live or whatever, and they'll say, you know, blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, that's not true, and they're like, it is because Lisa. Well, they'll say, well, Lisa, that's what Lisa said. I said, are you listening to what you're saying? That's
Right.
what Lisa said.
Right.
That's-
Well, but
literally my
I'm
point. I don't
did
understand it.
Call her something that she hasn't said about herself, and I understand, and that might have been wrong or whatever. But everybody wanted me to apologize for what I said, and me just being me. And I don't know, you've probably seen me everywhere and anywhere, but me just being me. I'm gonna say it so we can move the fuck on from it. Next subject.
Like I
You
said, I
know,
appreciate
now-
it. I didn't hear nothing that you said that wasn't the truth. Everything in her life is a cash grab. So, me being pregnant was also a cash grab for her at one point because she was telling everybody she needed money for me to take her to the clinic, and I never once got money from her.
Wow.
I mean, she put gas in my dad's truck, but I took her to the clinic twice in my dad's truck. I used my own personal car those 2 months that I was taking her to and from the clinic. And my baby's dad paid for the gas because I wasn't working. He was. I was, staying at home. I had a horrible pregnancy.
So,
What are your
am I
thoughts?
wrong though, Ronnie? Am I wrong for not thinking that everybody and their mama needs an apology, that her family members deserve it before anybody?
Yeah, I mean, we've been relentlessly attacked on this app, and
Well, I know that. I've talked to Jess a
I
million
struggle
times. She
every day
agreed
with the
me.
fact that I probably should have just kept my mouth shut and not.
What do you feel when you see her say, I got a Greyhound ticket. I'm going tonight at this time, or I'm going tomorrow at this time. Do you feel that's true, or do you think it's just a cash grab over and over again?
Oh,
Today,
I
she's
don't.
going to rehab, and she's supposed to be there right now.
I could tell you confidently she's not.
Yeah.
I've spoken to my father today. But every time I will not believe that my sister is going to rehab until I physically, or like my dad or Jess or somebody like in my immediate family sees her get on that Greyhound or drops her off in front of the facility. So honestly, every time I even catch one of Lisa's lives, even if it's a replay and she's on there about whatever she needs money for, my immediate reaction is an eye roll because I know she lied.
Is it okay for her to be on TikTok at your dad's house, or you don't know?
Oh, absolutely not. That's why every time she's live, I call my dad, and you've heard him come outside and start screaming. That's my doing. I call my dad immediately every single time.
I know, and I've said it. I think Jen said it. I think almost every recovering addict have said it. If TikTok was around when I was in my addiction, I wouldn't. I spent $100,000 in a year, and God knows how hard my husband worked to fucking make that money, and I spent it all.
Right.
with no fucks given with kids in my house. So if TikTok was around at the time I was in my addiction, oh, I would have been way worse. You know, it was more Facebook and Instagram Live, and, you know, that was all new, but it's, I pray for her, and I've told her that in her chat, and I've gotten attacked for that. Like, smooth attack, because I said I'm praying for you, you know. But I have no questions at all. I wanted to apologize.
I appreciate it.
Because of you being you, and I don't know, but I can physically see people that are coming after y'all when they should be redirecting themselves to Lisa or the 9,000 other scammers on TikTok, you know. And it sucks that she's the most entertaining one.
Yeah,
And
I'm
they're
sorry. I
sucked
didn't cry
into it.
because of what you're saying. I'm reading the chat. I'm sorry. That's
Do you want me to find
Oh, I didn't even know the chat came on, honey.
I just need a certain comment, and I'm not going to go on a tangent on your live because, like I said, this is the first time I'm meeting any of y'all. I don't know y'all. I don't know anything about your platforms. I don't know nothing because I don't usually insert myself in there.
Do you want me to turn them back off? Because I
don't care.
turned
It's
them
your
back
life,
off for
sweetheart.
right now.
I don't care.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Ronnie?
The fact that she can keep running her mouth on TikTok but won't privately like get a hold of me speaks volumes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay.
I do want to say this. I know Lisa has an addiction and stuff, but my concern about Lisa is I'm scared that, and I know nobody can force her to go to the doctor and all that. I know all that, but I'm scared because I saw her feet or whatever, and I'm scared that bacteria. That's how my sister passed away, and I guess that's.
I can clear that up. I seen her the day that she was served with the PFA.
Okay.
Her feet are fine. She's literally just, she walks around outside without shoes on.
Okay, good.
So, like, when I seen
I
her,
walk around
like,
outside with no shoes on. How much dirt is over there?
I don't think it's about the fact of cleaning afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I don't want to be rude. That's my sister, so I would like to not go more into that.
Absolutely.
But I did see. I was there when they served her the other day with that PFA, and it did not look like that in person. I did see the video, and I made sure to look because I was going to my parents' house because people were concerned, and that's not what they looked like when I was there. I can say that.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you cleared that up because that was the one thing. And my son, he ended up with that and she passed away or whatever. And so I guess that maybe it triggered me or something. But when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that was what I was concerned about.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your sister, but I did see everybody was very concerned about that. So when I stopped at my parents' house that day, I did make it a point to check it out myself. But like I said, lately I've been trying not to insert myself. That's why you guys don't see me on TikTok. You don't see me in boxes, and you don't see me doing this. But then when Nikki showed up, first trying to act like she was just a concerned neighbor for her neighborhood and never once came out and said she even knew who we were in real life until Jess hopped in that box and disclosed that we've known her for as long as we've known her. That's also something that I thought was weird. Like, if you want to now claim that you were engaged to my cousin online, why didn't you lead with that?
Well, I really hope that you and Nichole talk about this off the app.
I'm blocked, so she has to come to me.
Okay. Nichole.
She can hear you. I can't see the chat. It was removed again. But with that being said, Ronnie, is there anything else you want to say? Is there anything you want to tell us about yourself? that you would have loved to tell people had this foolishness not been going on?
No, to be quite honest with you, I don't feel comfortable sharing anything about myself on this app because of my sister.
Okay. Because I was so happy. Jess went and got, girl, when she went and got her stuff, because she was like trying to explain to us how she made it. She went and got everything. We were like, oh my God, girl, what?
Well, see, me and Jess are received a little bit differently on this app. Jess knows how to compose herself a little bit more than I do. I don't have a filter, like, at all.
Are you the baby girl?
So, yeah, I am.
Me too. That's why when you said she don't know how to compose herself on there.
I'm very much react and then, oh no, maybe I shouldn't have done that after I've calmed down.
That's me. So I'm like, should I say this? Eddie's like, no, don't do it. Don't.
I try not to come on here because of that. And so the times that I do come on here, I'm received as very abrasive and very blunt. And a lot of people don't like that. So like Jess is able to come on here and show parts of her life and not get ripped apart about it. But like, I'm a different story.
Well,
I feel you. They do me the same way.
they do me the same way too. I'm a bitch. I'm this. I'm that. I don't care what people say and stuff.
I think I'm better than everybody else. I've heard it all.
I want to say that I'm sorry that my friend is a gingerbread person right now, and that you had to have a serious conversation.
That was my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie. That's my favorite part.
And you had to have serious conversations.
That was my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie. That's my favorite.
Uh-oh.
But
I do fight for life. You're echoing. I'm sorry, boo.
I'm gonna drop, ladies. Thank you, Ronnie. I love you, Gina. I'm praying for you. But I'll be, well, when you turn the chat on, I'll be in the chat. But my knee hurts horrible bad.
I mean, I won't take up any more of your guys' time. Like I said, I don't know anything about y'all. It was nice to meet y'all. I don't know about your platforms. I hopped in here because I did see her in here, and it was the first live that she was in that I thought maybe I could be like, hey, can we take this off the app and have an adult conversation? But obviously, I might be the only adult in the situation. So that's fine.
Well,
the only thing I know about y'all is y'all are doing lives with her. That's the only thing I know about y'all.
okay, so Edie does awareness. She did the money app. She did awareness with that. She does a book club. She battles. I don't really post anything, but someone used to be a friend on this app, not a friend anymore. So I posted just to let them know, hey, don't say anything else because I'll air your ass out. But hey, that's me. And when I see something, I like to discuss it. And I always premise it by saying, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. And I try to like people just because until they do something to me or to someone that I love, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, if that makes sense.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Well, and I think too, to have a discussion and stuff, like we had discussion, we're not screaming and yelling and everything else to each other because that's just not the way we roll. So, yeah.
Like I said, I'm cool with the discussion, and I wasn't even going to come in the box until, your chat was saying that I wouldn't because I was scared because of the fact that you were just asking me what my beef like with her was. And I just don't feel comfortable bringing that to the app when the other person can't defend themselves.
Right. That's understandable. Because I was just like, what the hell is going on? Because I'm serious. As soon as, like I said, I don't go live often, but as soon as you came in, she got this big violation that came up on my screen and then it dropped her. And I was like, what the hell is that?
I promise you it wasn't me because I wanted her in here. That's the only reason I came in here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to drop in a couple minutes, but I just want to say one thing really quickly. Obviously, I'm Kim's sister, and I am beyond sorry for everything that my sister has done to help Lisa and to drag her down as far as she did. And I know it's not my fault, and I know that it's not anything. Lisa's her own person, and Kim's their own person, and that it's they're grown adults, but I do feel really bad about all the things that Kim has done because I know what Kim's doing, and it hurts me to see like Lisa, knowing where Kim is, and then seeing Lisa lose anything and everything that she has, and now she's calling out for people that she thought were her friends that aren't there, who just naturally decided, oh well, my money train's gone. And I just can't say I'm sorry enough for everything that you guys have to deal with. And for you and Jess, being a sibling to an addict, you're right, is probably one of the hardest things that you can do. Waking up every day wondering if you're going to get the phone call that they're not there, or like you said, checking to see if they went live, or having somebody come and knock on your door, because that does happen. The cops do come and knock on your door to tell you something. But I really just wanted to apologize for all my sister's actions, and I hope that if anything comes out of this, that we could build a lot better friendships and more awareness about addiction and how to help people rather than drag them down even farther than they already are, especially when they're at their lowest.
I appreciate your apology, but the apology doesn't need to come from you. And I say this with the most respect that I can, but I would love to have a conversation with your sister.
I have a restraining order against her, and I completely can understand why you would love to have a conversation with her.
Yeah.
I do not blame you at all. I think everybody wants an explanation from her, and unfortunately, she's going to be a
It's all her fault. I'm not saying it because if my sister wasn't online doing what she was doing, none of us would be having this conversation right now.
Yeah, I know. But I can sympathize with you guys, and it sucks knowing what my sister was doing to your sister and causing the parts that she has been causing, and I'm sorry for that.
Well, thank you for that, but again, it's not your responsibility to apologize for your sister, because then I would have to go on a world apology tour for mine.
I think
I have enough years
apologized.
left to dish out all the apologies I would need to.
I think I've apologized to so many people that have sent me messages about the things that she's done and the amount of money that she's like taken from people. But I think it's a
get
habit.
those messages. I just get hate messages, and I get death threats, and I get CPS removal threats, because if I'm related to Lisa, then I have to be a terrible mother as well. And yeah.
Oh, I've received a lot of that too. Someone actually made a video and included me in it, and then someone else, like put my nephew's name in there and pretty much put you don't even want to know. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you the
See,
video,
when they bring the kids into it, that's when I've got a problem. Just like the videos on my page now from
and then
when that girl just brought up my kid the other day. Like, you don't bring people's kids into it. That's just...
you just don't.
You don't.
And then I had another person dox my entire family's addresses, like, it's just great. Now someone put the target on us, and then someone doxes all our addresses. Thanks, Kim. I really appreciate all that.
Yeah, well, my parents' address has now been doxed as well, so...
I'm sorry, but I do have to go, and I hope I followed you. But have a great day, guys.
You too.
Love you.
Love you guys too. Bye.
Bye.
I think I'm also going to have to hop off here. I got to get a few things done before my baby's dad gets home from work.
Okay.
Thanks for the platform. And again, if she would privately like to reach out to me, that's fine. But if not, that's also fine. I would just like, if she's not going to speak to me, to stop speaking about me.
And we understand that, and we got that. And anytime you want to come and have some fun or whatever and laughs and everything, join me and B. I'm sorry about the gingerbread person, but it's just what it is. And we'll be more than happy to make sure that nobody bombards you or anything like that, because it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
All right, ladies. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Have a wonderful day.
Either do you know how to turn the comments back on? Because I thought I turned them on, and I turned them off, and I turned them back on. And I don't know. Because I'm getting ready to leave, but I'm going to keep a comment like this. I have a. Oh. All right, people. She said you. Yeah, Muffy. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey. If y'all have any comments, go ahead and leave them. I'll try to read it right quick. I know it got kind of quiet, but sometimes things need to happen, and they happen, and it is what it is. Hey, Trishy. You missed a lot, Lisa. Absolutely, Rose. Yes, ask your question. The boxes are open right now. I'm going to start clicking on names in a moment. And then after that, we're going to get off.
And anybody, I don't know who's asking for boxes or whatever, but be respectful or whatever. Don't come in here, hooping and hollering and stuff like that. And I'm not saying anybody is. I'm just saying that it just trying to diffuse the situation and stuff. I mean, all of this, is just a madness. She has her right to speak just like everybody else does. If you agree with her or you don't agree with her, I mean, that's on you. But, it is what it is. So.
Oh Lord, hold on. Just crazy. I couldn't see the box because my comments was off. I'm trying to add you. Hold on. Request again.
I can't see the boxes because B took away my box privilege.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did because I can't see them.
Somebody else just came up.
Oh, I'm here.
Just
Can you hear me?
ask again because I couldn't see it because I didn't have comments on it and it didn't.
Shut up, Christy.
Come on, crazy. Request again. Hold on.
Shut up, Christy.
No, I wouldn't do you like that, girl. Request it again.
I think Christy probably took it away so she could act like she's the favorite.
Can you hear me?
Over here because it's only a handful of y'all that can actually do the boxes and stuff. I didn't even know how to turn the comments off.
Hey, Eminem.
Just keep it active.
It's crazy with TV loud.
I've watched Itty, I've watched B, and I watched the live on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And so I was just curious as to why everybody was cheering on Nichole.
Because she was at home, and why not? So we got a different perspective today.
No,
so you can't say we have a different, so you can't utilize the perspective today to go back to Sunday. Because I don't think that's
no, I'm not. Okay, so, and I'm not starting an argument. I was just asking a question because here's how I feel. She went live, and yes, Lisa doxed their street number. My concern is, I think Nichole did more damage to herself than to Lisa because she showed her house, security cameras, and I feel like she put herself out there and in more danger than Lisa.
Okay. Well, I think Nichole, she can do what she wants to do, and I don't think that what she did was wrong. Now, when it comes to, I'm not going to talk about the sister or whatever that is. I'm not going to talk about that. All I'm going to say is, if that's what she chose to do, then yes, let her do it. I think what Nichole was trying to do is, show people that Lisa is scamming people is one of the main things. And I think it was showing that she's lying and so forth because there's so many people out here that are naive and gullible that they believe every single thing. But she has the freedom to do that. And if that's what she wanted to do, then yeah, go ahead and do it,
Lisa's been doing this for months.
But I have a question. Well, she just went to her parents' house though as well. But I have a question for you. If you know that you watched the live, you saw Nicole, or you know what Nicole's pages are, why didn't you go directly and ask Nicole instead of asking us to
There
guess
were
why
thousands
Nicole?
of people in there.
Okay, but again, I can't tell you why she did what she did. I don't have a problem with what she did. If you can stand out of your house and look to your right and there's someone out there screaming, then that's perfectly okay with me. So what I'm saying is, shouldn't you ask the person that you kind of have a problem with? Because I'm not Nicole. Eddie's not Nicole.
I know you're
Aziz.
not. And I'm just concerned for her.
But she can handle her own. She did what she felt like she needed to do. So I'm saying maybe you should go to her platform and ask her. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, I'm talking about Lisa or Nichole doxing herself, not filming Lisa. I mean, but also we have to think about Lisa's family and Itty saying "fuck you" to Lisa on live with her family in there was Itty.
Okay, hey Aziza, how you doing?
Hey, this is my first time. Can you hear me?
I can.
Well, I'll say whatever I want to because I absolutely, at the time and everything else, yes, I absolutely said it, and I stand by what I said because I think it is shitty what Lisa's doing, skimming people out of money. So if you want to coddle Lisa, coddle Lisa, coddle Lisa, coddle Lisa.